everybody? Welcome back to another episode of David E. Taylor Full Frontal Exposure 2.0, where everybody's opinion is still a lie. And welcome to my backyard, somewhere here in Texas, but this is my backyard for now, for today. You guys, this is the end of David's cult, ultimately. Okay, what we're seeing here, right, with David's cult, what this group has done collectively has never been done before, right? Stopping a cult in its tracks, it's fucking awesome. Nobody's ever done this before. David has crushed every boundary into cult psychology. He has crushed every boundary. I've talked to Matthew Moore a lot about this offline. The boundaries that David has broken through, and again, this is stuff that has been confirmed, you guys. The amount of damage that David has done. I mean, the one night I was going over and listening to Cliff's interview the other day. Just on Cliff's side, he can count 5 families. On one hand, I can count 6, 7, multiple families that this one man has destroyed. Right? David is full on boundary breaker. He doesn't set boundaries; he breaks them. That's his get down. That's what he's good at, right? That's all he'll ever do. He's always has, always will. Which is why he's in the situation he's in now. Now you guys, David, for real, is literally painted in a fucking corner in that hotel, everybody. David is not going anywhere. David's going down in Texas, you guys. If he gets out of Texas, like I said, I have lost all fucking faith in the system, and I don't know, man. I'll be fucking really fucking disappointed if his ass gets out of Texas. I really do at this point. With the shit he's done here in Texas, it really was the dumbest thing. Cults come to Texas to basically die, right? The only other one that didn't happen was Jim Jones. He went down to Guyana. But we have FLDS, Koresh. Now we have David. David's in deep shit, you guys. He's in deep shit. And if you guys think about it, it all started with the deposition, right? What was everybody asking? How the fuck is this guy not in jail, right? How is this guy not in jail? That was the one question I saw everybody ask. How is he not in jail? Why is he not in jail? Let's look at it. Let's talk about it, right? Guys, when the channel opened up, guess what happened? People started coming forward real fucking fast. A lot of people started coming forward. It didn't take long. I think my first big lead came when I had about 50 subs, you guys. When I had about 50 subs, that's when my first big lead came from a source. Somebody called, said, "Who the fuck is this David E. Taylor guy? I have information. What can you tell me about him?" We were fresh into it. We were just learning about him. We weren't even that far into it. And I still keep in contact with some of these people. I know people want sources, man, and I can't give them. I'm sorry. I always said one thing I'll never give here is sources. Don't ask, right? I want results. I'm sure everybody wants results, man. You guys, I want results out of this just as bad as everybody else. Trust me. But what I think is going on right now is some very real shit. I really do. I know for a fact the prostitution is real. My sources are real. The facts are real. David cannot maintain his lifestyle on church funds the way he's doing. He has to go illegal, you guys. It's the only way it could work. And even then, it's still not working. It's still not working. That's why he's doing his convoy of miracles, fucking donor, hey, I need money for the turkey drive, and the DEA and the FBI and all these other police forces have basically rallied with David E. Taylor, right, to do this convoy of miracles. But no, what is all this bullshit? Is he really, I'm starting to think now, maybe David is being protected by the fucking feds. Who knows? Who knows at this point? Maybe he is. He's putting all this shit on Facebook about him. Maybe he does have somebody fucking working for him. I don't know. It very well could happen. It's happened, you guys. It's happened. It's happened to trained, seasoned investigators have gone in to investigate cults, and guess what? They fucking got caught up, quit their jobs, and said, peace, I'm the fuck out. I'm going to go be in this cult now. Later. It happens, guys. It happens more than we'd like to think. I don't know if it's happened as of recently, but it has happened in the past, everybody. The research is there. It has happened. I'll find the name. There's several people have done it. Several seasoned agents have gone to investigate these types of cults, and guess what? They get sucked in them. How? Why? I have no fucking clue. It's disturbing to say the least, because these are the feds. These are the guys that are supposed to be, taking care of us, and they're getting sucked into fucking religious cults. I mean, come on. Really? I mean, that tells me that either they're not thinking, or the training is shit. The training shit, or the pay is shit. I don't know. But you guys, David's in a lot of trouble. David's in a lot of trouble. He knows it. That's why we haven't seen him, you guys. Number 2 is gone, right? Michelle, number 2 in command. Who's going to run it? Joseph? No. No, why would he? Why would he? He's the little dickwit fucking peon for David. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. The money laundering's real. The court cases are real. The information we've put out on the channel is real. This is all done through research through a lot of us. All the information here has been real, guys. I want the results too, man. I want the results. The only way, you guys, that this will end is if eyewitness come forward. It can't be hearsay or somebody say they heard somebody say something. It has to be an eyewitness or somebody like a victim. It's the only way it will stop, you guys, and it sucks to say that, but it is. It's either got to be a victim or somebody said, yep, I fucking saw him do it. I was there. I witnessed it. Yes, I am an eyewitness. That's how it'll stop. But until then, I can guarantee if people with information continue to keep a cap on the information and keep it hidden and keep it from public ears, guess what? David E. Taylor will continue to go on until somebody steps up and puts out the right information. Right? Abuse, sexual abuse, that's a big one. Some lady talking about somebody still being a virgin. Hear my loud. It's like you come out here to be like quiet and peaceful, and like you got loud ass people everywhere. But so yeah, he's in a lot of trouble, you guys. He's engaged in some pretty criminal shit, which is why he's locked himself into a hotel. Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. Are you?
Good. Hey, morning. And again, Crick Report said something a few months back that said what we're doing here is groundbreaking and monumental. And I think he's right. What we're all doing here. Not me, us, you guys. I will never fucking take full credit for this. I'm just the face out here fucking calling David out for being a piece of shit. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Listening to the people, compiling the interviews, compiling the data, putting everything in one spot. And it's all in one spot, guys. I got the guy's fucking social security in a card. I got his social remembered, you guys. How much more in the dude's head can I fucking be? Like I said, I had a break a few weeks ago, guys. That's why I stopped doing the lives a couple of weeks ago. It was too much. It was too much. Dealing with this piece of shit. And he's probably sitting back laughing, haha, yeah, I got him. But no, he doesn't. I honestly don't think he does. I think once everything breaks, this is what I think. Once everything breaks, man, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge because prostitution has never been done by a church before. David's like, hold my donut, okay? Hold my donut. I'll show you how it's done, everybody, okay? First, what you got to do is you got to create a bunch of fake names, okay? Then you got to get one revoked. Then you got to start bankrupting the names, okay? Keep in mind, everybody, this one organization is going by 3 different names. JMMI, Kingdom of God Global Church, KOGGC, right? And Marvels in America World Healing. The 3 tax ID numbers are 811-95992. That's Kingdom of God Global Church. 331174241 is JMMI. And 850766107 is Marvels in America World Healing. Now, David's social, which is on one of the fucking returns that was on the website, which I now have remembered and written down on a fraud form, it's there. It's all there. I have looked up David's credit report, and it's shit. He did take an ambulance ride not long ago. So there's shit. Guys, you guys have seen David's credit report with me, right? We've seen David's credit report. We all know that motherfucker took an ambulance ride, right? It was David. It's the only credit report it would hit because it goes by social, right? Now, Michelle's ambulance ride, that has also been confirmed, okay? I'm not going to tell you by who, again. All this stuff, you guys, facts confirmed. I wanted the prostitution to be fake, man. I wanted it to be bullshit. I really did. I was like, there's no fucking way. No church has ever crossed into that bound. Like, yeah, fucking child crimes and shit, you know, like with kids and shit. I won't talk about that, but you know, the church has crossed into some lines, but this is a different line of criminal activity, right? We know David's been revoked by the IRS. JMMI's been revoked. It hasn't been reinstated. We know they're dealing with 2 lawyers on 2 fucking fronts. We got Winters and King, and we got Michelle D. Cofino Esquire, right? Now, David's paying 2 sets of lawyers. The money that this place is bleeding is insane. And you honestly have to think about it. Put yourself in David's shoes. Who would want to be in David's shoes right now with that much mounting pressure of bills, taxes, knowing the money's fucking drying up? Because here's the thing. The whole convoy of miracles, you guys, it's a scam. It's all a scam. We've known that from day one. We've known it's a scam. It's been a scam. Always has been. Always will be. Will never go through. He's just using the turkey drive to get money because they're fucking broke, you guys. $40,000 credit card, gone. Toasted. Gone. In a month. Probably within a few days, that shit was gone. Right? Now they're paying it back. Right? This cult is going down, guys. We're going to be here to do it together. We're all going to do it together. And when the time is right, and I'm okay to release sources, yes, I will definitely release the sources, and I will tell everybody who I've been talking to, but I can't right now. What'd they say in World War II, right? Loose lips sink ships, right? Think about that. If we really want to see David in jail, I think it would be best that I just don't say shit about who I'm talking to. If I am talking to anybody. But I am. I'm not telling people I'm talking to, though. That's what you don't do, right? Anybody ever see fucking Law-Abiding Citizen? When fucking Jamie Foxx is like, hey, who's your sources? She's like, you never tell who your sources are because then they stop doing you favors. And that's exactly fucking true, dude. You don't tell your sources because they don't do you favors anymore. They don't tell you information, right? I want to believe that what's happening at that hotel is not real, but I can affirm you and fucking 100% guarantee you that it is happening. That's what this whole cult has come to, you guys. Prostitution. Me and the homie Thice, we were always asking, like, where the fuck does all the money come from? Me and Thice had thought about that for a hot minute, right? We're always saying, where the fuck is all the money coming from? Because David isn't making an honest living in his church, right? Unless he's got money stashed away overseas, but then, I mean, I don't think he's got money stashed away overseas. I think they're nickel and diming it right now at this point. That's exactly what I think. They're nickel and diming it right now, and whatever food they're eating inside that fucking hotel is probably fucking, it's like niblets. It's not, the food situation, I was talking to Uncle Jake about this offline the other day. The food situation inside that place, We're me and Uncle Jake and a lot of the other vets on here. Think of food rations, right? You got 40 people and you got food rations for 2 weeks. How long is that going to last you, honestly? 40 people. Even if you ration it, 50 people. I'll get a head count on how many people are in the cult still. I've been trying to work on that, but I don't I don't know at this point. When I did a head count on the last video where it showed all the people on the phone calls fucking waving, that's the best head count video that I have right now. So I'll have to go back, look at all the pictures, and actually see how many people are there. But it looks like, dude, about 50 to 60 people are there. Looks like 50 to 60 people are there at that hotel. Give or take 10, okay? I definitely don't want to say it's more than 60, but it's definitely in that range, okay? minus somebody that got out recently. There's bad shit going on there, everybody. There's bad shit going on there. Really bad shit. When the other survivors are ready to come forward and talk, I'll leave that up to them. That's their prerogative. If they want to come forward and talk, we can't force these people to talk. You know, it took Cliff a while to come out and talk. It took him a year of watching the channel just to come out and talk after being out for 5 years, you guys. That's how long it took Cliff to come out and talk. It takes time with these people. They have to sit back and they have to figure out what they went through. They have to deprogram it. They have to decompress all that information and everything. Like I said, I went back listening to Cliff's interview and like hearing to some of what he said was fucking gospel, man. It's like, fuck, dude. It really was. He was saying like Satan ultimately wants you to be like fearful and like, you know, he doesn't want you to think for yourself because he doesn't want you to question false teachers and false doctrine. Jesus, he wants you to have an open mind and a free will because that's what we were given when we were born, the ultimate free will, right? To make our own decisions. Satan doesn't want that. Satan doesn't want that. That is one thing I was listening to the interview about. It's the living conditions inside JMMI. That was one of the things I took away from Cliff's interview this morning is that you want to be able to think for yourself, man. Think for yourself, everybody inside this cult. Don't let David do the thinking for you because you guys are stronger than this. You guys are better than this. You guys are stronger. Your minds are stronger than this. We see you guys questioning it, and you guys should be questioning it. You guys should be questioning everything that comes out of David's mouth. And when he says, oh, well, God didn't tell you to question that. No, you should question it. You should be questioning every single scripture that he's telling you. Not just the ones he wants to tell you, but all of them. David's not a religious leader or spiritual leader, you guys. And I'm talking to the cult members that are still there. The convoy of miracles, it's a fraud. It's fake. For David to even come out and say he's still doing it. Oh, we're doing a turkey drive in the DEA and the FBI and, you know, local police have rallied around David E. Taylor. Really, David? That's what you're saying now is that you're involved with the FBI and they're rallying around you? I would really like to see that. I really would. It does. It's starting to make me think that maybe he does have people tied in. I don't know. That's why I think David's fucking little prostitution hotel hasn't been busted yet. Because either it's not him being protected, it's somebody else. David's shit. David's nothing. There's somebody else there being protected, I think. It's all there, guys. I hate to fucking tell you guys this, but it is. The prostitution is a real thing. You guys, I wouldn't be coming out here saying if it wasn't. I wouldn't. There's no way. That's a fucking steep ass accusation to say a church running prostitution. That's some shit that could get me fucking probably put on the bench, on the fucking in front of the courts. I would not say it unless it was true. I really wish it was, guys. I wish the information I got that I was hearing that day was bullshit. But everything I was told, no, they're doing it. They're all involved. Joseph, David, Michelle, Mahesh. They're all involved together, everybody. This is a criminal organization. It's not a church. It is full-blown 100% criminal organization. And David E. Taylor, and it sounds like Mahesh Express now is kind of involved too. Well, not kind of. Mahesh Express is involved. Mahesh Express has been involved. I found out through some shit too that Mahesh has already been investigated. His other hotels have been investigated by the ATF and shit, man. This isn't fake shit. This is why I just, like, another reason why I'm kind of taking a break from the lies is because some of the shit I found out recently is real shit. Like, David is involved with some people, man. He is involved with some people that are calculated, that have money, it sounds like, and don't really give a fuck about the law. I mean, really, how many other channels are there out there that's actually doing what we've done on this channel? Being this outspoken about David. Yeah, there's people that done onesies and twosies videos, but we have dedicated this entire channel to bringing down a cult, right? That was the goal, to stop him. Find out all the information, get all the fucking shit we could on him, from the members, survivors, whatever. However we could dig up this guy's past, we have, and then some, you guys. You want to know what I was told? I was told, okay, that we have probably done one of the fucking most thorough fucking investigations ever on this guy. Without the channel, without the help of everybody here, or the channel and the content and everybody that's helped, and you guys know who you are. You guys know who you are. And I want to give a fucking shout out to all of you guys, to the sources. Every one of you, no matter how little or how big you've helped, you guys have all helped. And you guys are all going to be a part of it. We've all done it. We've all dedicated the time and the devotion to the channel, to the cause, to help stop this piece of shit. We've put the pieces together, guys. We've got survivor interviews. Those are the hugest. Those are the biggest. Those are the biggest. First thing Cliff told me when he got... This fucking sent chills down my fucking spine the day he told me. I will never forget it. That we were 100% correct with everything we'd been saying up to that point. And then Cliff coming on and confirming it, it solidifies what David's doing. It solidifies what David's doing. It solidifies our cause to stop David. And now, again, Mahesh, you guys, Mahesh was the final piece on the fucking board. Again, that audit couldn't have gone any better, you guys. Couldn't have gone any better. You know, we found his fucking information through his license plate. Simple. All we had to do is find his license plate. Bam, found his fucking information. Simple, you guys. It's the internet, dude. It's so easy to find people's information. My shit's out on the internet. If you look close enough, you'll find my name in some fucking articles and shit about this cult. You will. You just gotta find it. It's out there. Just saying, man. My shit's out there too, so... It's easy to dig up shit on people, especially when they're doing shady shit. Especially Mahesh Patel, when you have fucking like 20 different fucking locations. Yeah, it's real easy to get you, right? I've had very few addresses in my life where I've lived, right? My home address now is where I live. So yeah, it probably wouldn't be hard to find me if somebody really wanted to find me, right? It wasn't hard to find what Mahesh Patel was up to. When we found out it was a fucking pay-by-the-hour motel, and then what my source was telling me, yep. My source calls me that day, he's all, it's fucking prostitution. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? He's all, nope, not even fucking kidding you, I'm not lying. It's 100%. You guys were fucking kicking around the bush on it, but nope, confirmed. 100% fucking prostitution is going on in this cult. And you know who's fucking right there involved? Joseph. Joseph Bush is the valet. You are, Joseph, you little sack of shit. You are, Joseph. You know what's up, dude? And again, here's the thing. All the timelines are starting to match up. Michelle getting out. Some things, I'm 50-50. I've talked to some of you guys offline, and I'm 50-50 on the wall about Michelle at this point. Would she stay with David, or would she get out for her own good? Right? Is she ride or die, or is she going to get out when she sees the shit go down? Because this is how I'm at. Okay, I could see her being ride or die with David, but I could also see her growing a brain and being like, nah, this isn't it. I'm out of here. This is fucking criminal. I'm done. I'm doing this. This is how I'm getting out, because I'm not going to fucking prison for this. So I'm 50-50 about Michelle. Do I think she could go down with David? Fuck yeah, without a doubt. But the fact of the matter too is her absence. They're not doing any like new content. They're just airing old rerun after rerun after rerun, right? So and that was confirmed. Fuck. Loose lips sink ships. I want David to be stopped just as much as you guys, man. I really do. David needs to be fucking stopped. After all the interviews, all the tax fraud we've done against him, you know, and he even had to come out and mention it on his channel. Oh, well, these guys saying I'm committing wire fraud and all this. Well, yeah, you are committing wire fraud, David. When you jump it between multiple bank accounts and you're taking money out and putting it in other accounts, that's wire fraud, dude. That is what's considered wire fraud, because you're doing it through multiple bank accounts, okay? Doesn't matter if you pull the money out and go put it into another account. That's still wire fraud, dude. Okay? You're doing illegal shit with your money. You know it. I mean, and at the flip side, Michelle, I hope for your sake you got out. I really hope that you got out. Really do. It would be in your best interest to get out and stay out, Michelle. If not, fuck, I don't know what to tell you. None of us do, really. I don't think so. If you're going to go back there and be a part of that cult, after all the bullshit you've seen and all the abuse you've taken, then you fucking deserve to go down with them. I hope, Michelle, you've been listening to us. I hope you've been listening to us at some point. I really do. I hope you took warning. I hope you took heed and were like, man, these guys are fucking right. I need to get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna fucking burn with the rest of them. I don't want anything bad to have happened to you, Michelle, and I'm hoping nothing did. I really don't want you to have gone through a medical emergency, because I don't wish bad health on anybody. Because I don't want to fucking be in bad health, so I don't wish that shit on anybody. But at the end of the day, Michelle, you know you've done some really bad shit to people. And, you know, karma's a bitch, man. Thing is, guys, we need to keep sending in the fraud reports to the IRS. I've been sending them in every fucking day now again. Just because I got busy with school, guys, but school's winding down now, and I'm really excited about it. I got like 2 more months left. I'll be graduating in February for school, so once school's done, man, of course I'll have to be looking for a job and stuff, but once that's done, I'm definitely going to devote a little bit more energy to this and really push some other avenues of approach to get David taken down if this hasn't happened by the beginning of the year. But David, I really think David he's not leaving Texas. He fucked up. David fucked up coming to Texas. That's the thing, Mahesh probably thought we were just some fucking clowns. Probably thought we were just some fucking clowns. Just down there shooting videos, doing an audit on the hotel, but he didn't know what we knew. So, here's to Mahesh. To the Mahesh Express. It really is. You guys, honestly, the fall of David is honestly going to be because of Mahesh, because the fall of David, right? That phone call that David made that day to the police was the worst thing he could have done. The other worst thing that could have happened that day was Mahesh Express showing up to our fucking audit. You guys, that tied everything together, right then and there. Once I got from the source and shit, nope, that confirmed it. And it all made sense right then and there. Mahesh Express showed up extremely fast, right? We've seen videos and pictures of them on fucking Mahesh's property with those big slides. They're in business together, you guys. I don't know if who's supplying who. I think it could be either Mahesh supplying David, or it could be the other way around. But there's people showing up at that hotel. Probably not now, because everything that's going on, because we're talking about it now. But it's real, guys. This is a real criminal organization, and there's real criminal activity taking place at this hotel. If David was so worried, here's the thing, right? This is a global ministry, right? Multi-million-dollar global ministry. If David had this global multi-million-dollar ministry, he wouldn't be out needing to basically grift for the Convoy of Miracles, saying he's doing a turkey drive. If this was somebody like Kenneth Copeland or Benny Hinn, they would have already had it done. But David's all, oh, well, I need your help. I need your help to do this turkey drive, but I'm actually going to eat all the fucking turkeys. No, it's not going to happen, everybody. This whole convoy thing, I urge everybody to go on his Miracles in America page and report that as a scam, as a fraud and a scam. Chris Com's already got it set up in the Discord, so big shout out to Chris Com for getting that set up, dude, and showing me where it was, because you can report those as frauds and scams, you guys, and it is. That whole thing's a fucking fraud. And he's only earned like, I don't know, I haven't checked it. When I left earlier, it was barely $500, but that's $500 too much that David has got from people, right? So report that, because it's all a scam. This whole operation it's a multi-level marketing scheme. It really is, and David's done a really good job at setting himself up and insulating himself from any kind of repercussions that might happen from the law. He's done a great job of it. He's really spun a pretty intricate web of fucking lies and deceit with this cult. There's so many moving parts to it. Yeah. Well, with that being said, guys, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's helped in this. You guys know who you are. You guys know who you are. I'll never give up your names. All the Patreons, guess what? I'll never give up your names either. All the people who have helped me in this, you guys know who you are. You guys know exactly who you are. Some of you, the people that have my number, you guys have my number for a reason. You guys have my number for a reason, because I trust you, because I felt like we've established some sort of trust and some sort of fucking dialogue between each other to where we can establish that kind of trust, even if it is on the phone or through FaceTime, right? Because a lot of you guys I FaceTime with, talk to you on the phone, whatever. That's why you guys have my number. Most veterans, guess what? If you're a veteran, you're most likely going to get my fucking phone number. And David, let me find out you're fucking calling veterans again, you little sack of shit. Let me fucking find out. Okay? Because I just found out the other day that you're fucking extorting veterans now, you piece of shit. Okay? And I have proof of that. So David, let me find out you're starting to call veterans again, okay? And let me find out you're starting to extort them for their veteran pensions, because it's not going to be a good day. Don't do it, David. Okay? And with that being said, man, all you guys, thanks. Anybody who's helped in this, you guys know who you are. You guys know who you are, and I won't give out names. Why? Because you don't do that. You don't do that. If I was a source, I wouldn't want somebody giving out my fucking name for fear of, like, retribution from the cult, right? Honestly, you guys, I want the results, man. I want results so bad. It would be nice just to hear that he got busted. Not even see it on the news. Just to know that he got fucking put in prison. What was the one thing we wanted for? A fucking mugshot, right? Well, guess what? We're going to get our fucking mugshot, you guys. If it's the last thing we fucking do, we're going to get our goddamn mugshot. So, David, keep the criminal activity up, because we want our fucking mugshot, bro.